Hey, it's Dan McDonald, Life Regenerator here on YouTube, and we are cruising through this video marathon to promote the 48th birthday bash sale, the lifetime of work. Thank you everyone who purchased that already. If you haven't, you should go check it out. It's a full tuition to my online school for only 97 bucks just for a few more days. So go check that out. There's a trailer on the page, regenerateyourlife.org. You can see everything that you get. It is a lot. Do not miss this opportunity to plug yourself in with the best information. If you want to be healthy and you are sick and tired of being sluggish, tired, depressed, anything else, it's the life in the living foods. And I will tell you that right now. It is the life in the living foods. Everything else is just poop. So people are getting all this food, they're eating it, it's heavy, it's bogging them down, and they're getting no life force out of it. Then they got to bog around all this fermentation, putrefaction, rancidification, parasites, fungus, yeasts, and molds, all in the colon, all in the bloodstream, all in the lymphatic system, and you got to clean that out. And one of the best ways to do that is the daily juicing habit. I'm making my juice. I got a busy day. I got to get a couple of juices in me throughout the day, so I'm going to put those together right now. My very first juice this morning is going to be some OJ. I'm going to drink that. I'm on my way to yoga right now, and I like to either have a juice before yoga and then water at yoga, or like I did this morning, I had some water and now I'm going to have juice at yoga. So either way, I drink a quart of juice and a quart of water before the hot yoga, because there's a lot of sweat, so you lose a lot of electrolytes, which is the reason why I like to bring in juices. Sometimes it's a green juice, sometimes it's orange juice, sometimes it's a red juice, sometimes it's a lemon ginger blast. Today it's going to be straight up OJ, baby. Can you dig it? So I'm just trying to do like 9 million things all at once, and so far everything is going well. I just want to continue to try to help people too, because there's just dementia, and there is lethargy, depression, anxiety. Obviously it's not all about the food, but the diet is kind of the foundation. The gut, or the diet, affects the brain, and then the brain affects the emotions, not exactly in that perfect order, because everything is a homogeneous oneness. But the reason why I like the living foods is because it forces the life energy within you to grow, and then you have to look at everything. You can suppress your consciousness and awareness with drugs and food and a million other things. But using the living foods to cleanse the tissues, all of the tissues are holding on to biomemories and energy. And so as you eat and drink the living foods, now fasting on water is the fastest example. I mean, that's the accelerated version. And you are seriously working when you're doing water only fasting. Secondarily would be juice diets, or juice fasting, or juice feasting. That'll be the secondary expediency when it comes to cleansing and detoxifying the tissues. Third would be like fruit diet, and then fourth is living foods, and then down the line you pretty much stop detoxifying. If you go towards vegan diet, you're not really detoxing. I hate to say it. A lot of people want to believe that. The moral and ethical issues are, a wonderful thought for sure, but you can still be very, very overweight, toxic, and lethargic on a vegan diet. In fact, you can get worse, because you can really get your hormones screwed up from all the artificial foods. In fact, some of the most processed foods are vegan processed foods. And my thing isn't really veganism as much as it is human health. So I'm more, because people will argue and they'll say, well, Dan, you're not helping the vegan movement. I'm just helping the human movement, and then everything else will work itself out. When this one gets straightened out, the whole universe gets straightened out. You know what I mean? Everything straightens itself out. So instead of trying to fix the world, it's a good idea just to go, of course, you know, here I am trying to fix the world, but not really, take it or leave it, you know. Hopefully, you know, you do something with this information, you get the $97 birthday bash full tuition, and then you look at all that material, all the way from juicing and blending and raw kitchen essentials and lose a pound a day, and all the other 17 online classes that are, you know, much more organized than my usual YouTube thing, you know, where there's editing and whatnot on those professionally produced programs. So it's a little bit easier. There's a lot less wrapping and a lot more, you know, focused content on how you can educate yourself with this stuff. Take notes and then apply it. You know, learn it and apply it, and then master it, and then you'll be glad you did, for sure. You will be glad that you did. Because it just gets better and better as time goes on, as you get more and more convinced of its efficacy, and you no longer give a crap what anyone thinks, and you're not willing to trade your health just for the approval of family members or society, or to go out and have fun at all these restaurants where the food's going to be toxic. I mean, if you eat at restaurants, unless it's a very conscious restaurant, no offense to anyone, but seriously, most food is gross. If you don't go to the grocery store or the farmer's market yourself and get whole, unaltered food right off a tree, this is right off a tree. Nobody mess with it. It's perfect. It's pure. I eat that. I drink that. I'm good. If I go to a restaurant, there's going to be all kinds of additives, all kinds of preservatives, all kinds of cheap ingredients, cheap oils, cheap flours, cheap water with fluoride in it. And it's going to be disorganized, and it's going to be made for taste and not for health, and then I'm going to just go downhill. I want everyone to go uphill, you know, and have, you know, peace and ease and health. Just broken handle. Looks like we got one more in here before we fill up on the 32 ouncer today. 32 ounces of OJ, can you dig it? And then secondarily, I'm going to make a green juice. I'm going to have about 10 minutes on this and maybe 10 minutes on the green juice. And I'll be able to get a 20-minute video, because if it gets any longer than that, but I am going to do some full-on classes. I've just been super busy, but as soon as I have some time, probably next week, to finish out the sale, I'm going to do some longer classes. I got to get better with some video titles and use the same old ones that I know work. Mucus, biofilms, parasites, all that stuff, because I haven't been getting very many views, and that might be getting cock-blocked by the algorithms on YouTube. They're like, this guy's a domestic terrorist, you know. Anyways, I'm doing fine. You know, I could do a lot of different things. I'm hoping to do some things in real life, but for now I've got this YouTube channel, and everybody's still stoked. It's not what it used to be, but you know, once my pride gets over it, I'm very grateful that you're here now. I'm not DTM approved, but the ones in the dishwasher are going to be DTM approved. And this is my favorite jar because it says pure on it, P-U-R-E, and then gorgeous. So, and I'll show you what I do with all this. In fact, I'll show you right now. This is my little Yeti cooler. It's a great investment for anybody who's a raw person. I mean, if I was going to do anything other than just juice, I'd want a little bit bigger one. If I was really going to do raw foods and stuff, like apples and oranges and stuff, but usually I just, a couple of juices, actually 3 juices fit in here, 3 32 ounces, and then this thing straps over, and it's waterproof, and then it's got a handle. It's a Yeti. It's about $100, but it's definitely paid for itself by now because it just keeps everything cool throughout the day. It's easy, waterproof. It kind of keeps itself clean. So I just come here and put ice in, and I'm gonna make another. And I put water in there or juice or whatever. And it's a great system, wonderful system. So there's that. So let's move on to the next juice here. Probably get to clean all this up later. Oh no, I got plenty of time. I got half an hour before I gotta leave to yoga. So let's just move on to the green juice portion here. Anyways, juicing as a religion. I think that was the title that I was gonna give this video. Was how to, change your whole life. You know what I'm saying? Really change your whole life with the daily juicing habit. For 29 years, I've been drinking juice every day, and I've been on a whole living foods program for 22 years. So get stoked, man, because it does get better and better. And if you do all the other stuff, which I don't really get into, I kind of stay in my lane here on the YouTube channel. I get into it a lot more on the Patreon because everyone's just there and the classes are like 3 hours and I can see them and I can talk to them, ask them questions. So they want the real stuff, all the whole lifestyle of fixing and healing and repairing your life and regeneratingyourlife.org, basically. That's the name of my website, regenerateyourlife.org. And I am the life regenerator specializing in tissue regeneration. So what I've got today is celery, cucumber, cilantro, and lime. And I'm going to throw a coconut in there as well. So this is just going to be, because I got to have like a nice mixture of green juices and fruit juices, like 50-50, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how I roll, and I just stay super balanced. So limon. There we go. Celery, and this is just I made the green juice recipe the other day, and I'm talking about the chlorophyll, the green. When you're green inside, you're clean inside, because it all really, the degeneration of humanity starts in the gut with the wrong types of food, too much, deep fried, unhealthful foods, that are, and that's basically one of the biggest issues in humanity. They just eat like crap and they feel like crap, and so I guess that's just my job, is trying to convince everyone, because I'm glad I did it, I'm really, really glad that I've done this and that I do this. I don't miss anything, because what the rewards that I get far outweigh pizza or hanging out with people or going to restaurants, which I'll do every once in a while. I'll go to a place where I can get like an organic salad or something. Now that's a different kind of thing. And you can, if you're smart, really do better at restaurants, but generally they're not really there for quality. You've got to go home and feed your family and yourself with your own, your own food that you bought yourself from farmers markets or grew yourself or went to the grocery store and got organic food, So basically, I've just been making videos that are real life. Everything I've been doing. I haven't really planned anything, but I do want to plan some stuff and kind of go over the protocol again, and the same old stuff, same old thing over and over again. Stay in your lane, don't rock the boat. That's okay. It humbles you. It just puts you in your little groove, and then you just stay there. Not out of fear, but just out of, okay, that just seems to be what the universe wants and or needs, for me to continually say the same thing over and over again. about the benefits of simple, plain, wholesome, organic, simple foods. So in other words, eating to live instead of living to eat. And really good, plain, wholesome, natural foods is the way. By the way, I'm not even awake yet. You know, I've been up since 3:30, but I have usually until I get some exercise. Actually, I did rebound for about a half an hour. Anyways, usually just up and about, getting around, you know, moving around. It was weird. I just woke up super early this morning with a lot of energy in my heart. Mostly, I've noticed it's my heart is really on fire lately. A lot of energy. Of course, that's just, you know, simple, super clean diet. I used to eat a lot more complicated stuff and I had a lot of food issues, but it's just all diminishing now. Because I set my goals, I keep working at it, keep finessing it, pay attention, I'm honest with myself. I'm like, how can you feel better? What can you get rid of? What can you add to improve, you know, the quality of your life, you know? So that was the celery, cucumber, cilantro, and lime, and yeah, a little schmutz in there, and the orange juice. Strain it. And then I'm going to add a cocoa nut. And then we're going to be good. And it's like a 20-minute video. Just your basic recipe videos and stuff. I don't think I've knocked anything out of the park yet on this video marathon, but it's coming. I'm going to talk about the ultimate conspiracy theory here soon. Oh, that's a nice coconut. Man, this meat is looking good. I don't even want to bite into that. I'll want to eat the rest of it. A little too early for me I don't want to eat anything before yoga. You know what I'm saying? Because it'll kind of messes up your flow. You know, you want to have not necessarily an empty stomach, but the little bit of juice is cool, but not necessarily any food, because that'll mess you up on the twists and the turns. Can you dig it? There we go. Now we got a green juice. I'm saving that for later because I'm gonna make some coconut yogurt. So we have, and finally, last but not least, so thank you everyone who's picked up the $97 birthday bash sale. I am stoked. I want to get as many people as I can onto my online school so that everyone can learn about this stuff, because I'm telling you, man, the life is in the living foods. And then if you stick with it long enough and you do everything else that you need to do, you will see the results. Because what happens, here's the gold. You start eating better, it starts dislodging all the sludge, slime, filth, and toxins. All those go into your bloodstream. You feel like crap. You blame the raw foods. You go eat a cheeseburger, some ice cream, a candy bar, a donut, smoke some weed, or drink some alcohol. You bring your vital force back down. That stops the cleansing process. You temporarily feel better. You blame the raw foods for your problems and not the 47 or 19 or 24 years of toxic buildup that's in your body that's now being dislodged by the electricity in the living water and the living fiber in the living foods. So stick in it for the long haul and you'll see what I'm talking about. Everybody gives up. Everybody gives up and goes back to the foods that do not force you to look at yourself and to process all of your junk. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. That's 20 minutes. Thank you for your time and attention. Go get the $97 birthday bash, lifetime of work, full tuition right now for $97. And I'll see you on the next video. Thank you very much for your comments and your thumbs up. God bless. Have a great day. It is a beautiful day. It's a perfect day. Peace.